Most people forget that moving, walking, stepping and using all kinds of techniques to get around is specific for what you are doing. When we are doing boxing, you need to have specific standing, steppings and movement of a boxer. You cannot do it, say a soccer or a hockey or any other way of movement, because it is specific for a sport. So this is why we pay a lot of attention during our lessons in how to stand and how to move and what is your basic positions. So please pay attention to it, because it is your fundament of the boxing sport. Pay attention to the way how we move our feet, how we step out and step back. It is important to see that a boxer has closed hips because it doesn't need to use it to be open for kicking or kneeing. Well, in kickboxing and Muay Thai, we need to open up the hip at all time. So basically it's very important to keep the hips open and be prepared to use the legs. In boxing we use sharper techniques than we can do in the kickboxing Muay Thai. Our techniques are a little bit more roundish, while the real boxer has a very sharp cornish technique. This is something to observe when you see the boxing, especially the hooks and the uppercut. Some techniques are not often used in boxing, so I will show them alone. And especially the straight uppercut and the straight punch with a turned fist. It is old traditional boxing style, but we use them quite a lot in the kickboxing and Muay Thai, because it is easy to get into the defense and pass it from your opponent. See, it's how fast it is, and you will study the old tapes of the 1920s, 1930s, and you will see this boxing style is really rich, fast and powerful. Defense is very important, sometimes even more important than offense. I suggest you pay a lot of attention on your defenses, because when you are careful in your defenses, you don't receive so much strikes. Strikes is points in boxing, but also it is hurt, and it can damage your face and your brain. So using the right defense will help you to protect your health for the future. Keep in mind, boxing is and stay a dangerous game. So you have to defend yourself at all times. Defenses can be complicated and very simple. Watch carefully how Chris is doing the defense of a boxer. You will see it looks very simple, but it is not. Because when you see a punch coming towards you, you will react in fear, and that opens most people's defenses instead of closing it. Is to learn how to defend yourself by being careful, cautious, and especially do not have fear.